Hello, today we're gonna make a space DIY card. For the planets, I'm gonna make them realistic, so I'm gonna use these used coffee cups instead of throwing them away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an acrylic marker, I'm gonna color the whole thing with it. You make your own custom planets, but first for the first planet, I'm coloring it gray. This is a really good way to recycle things, to see if you have any unused stuff in your household, and then just use them for like art thing. I really suggest using acrylic markers because if you use normal marker, like these marker, it's not really much of anything. So you have to use like a marker that could overlap on the stuff or could draw on multiple surfaces. You don't really need Posca for this, but because other acrylic marker work also. Or you can use some oil pastels, like those cover up. Or you could stick some colored paper to it, and that could also work. Okay, our first planet is done. Let's let it dry first, and after it dry, we can add some craters. Okay, for the second planet, I'm gonna choose this golden color thing. I'm not gonna really I like the color that it originally is, so I'm not gonna color most of it over a lot. I'm just gonna use blue to color the words. Make a small like ocean thing. Then I'm gonna add some oceans right here. And some right here. Some dots. Just like that. Now our second planet is done. Let's move on to a third. This one I'm thinking about coloring red to symbolize this. It has a lot of heat, so I'm gonna take a red acrylic marker. I'm going to take a red acrylic marker and just color the whole thing. It's okay if some of the words show under. We're just gonna take care of them later. First, just focus on coloring the whole thing. The color. You don't have to exactly follow my pattern for coloring the planets. Like you can make your own. You can use different colors than what I'm using. Since my red is kind of running out of ink, I'm gonna switch to another color. Let's do pink. Make sure to not touch it when it's still wet, cause it could leave some color on your fingers, and it could get everywhere. So after you're done coloring it, don't immediately color on top of it. Just let it dry for a while. I think that should be good. Okay, let's make another one. So you don't have to do them all on these coffee cups. You can make some on paper. For paper, you could just use the regular colors. I'm gonna make Earth. So first, I'm gonna draw a green circle. Draw the continents. It doesn't have to match Earth. It just, if you're drawing Earth, to make sure it resembles it, it does not have to match. Alright. Now for the oceans. Don't forget the North and South poles. let's draw another planet. For this planet, I'm going to use aqua mint, which is basically just turquoise or teal. Draw a smaller planet, just like that. And I'm gonna draw some rings around it. So I'm gonna take my dark blue, draw rings and some holes on it. Or shaders. Okay, there we go. Now let's cut these out. Since some of the lines are actually kind of blurred, I'm going to take the dark green and trace it again. There we go. Then I'm gonna put them here and then cut out the smaller piece also. Now since these are dry, I'm going to make some small craters around it. So for craters, I'm just going to take a random pen, just hammer it in like that. Oops, there it goes flying. Okay, there we go. Now there's a crater planet, we're gonna place it right there. This planet, let's add some more craters, so. Just a few stabs with your pen. Make sure the cap is on so you don't actually stab through the thing. Okay, let's put this one over here. Let's give this some, but not. Let's not crater it on the water, just only on the land. There you go. Now we could just leave this on here, and then put Earth on here too. I'm gonna outline it a bit more, like this, and then we put the last planet right here. To stick them on, you could use regular glue or you could use double-sided tape. I prefer double-sided tape more since it sticks a little better, so I'm gonna use that. Earth, stick it, stick Earth right here. Then for these cups, just stick them on the edges and they should stick fine. Just put the tape on the edges, then peel them off. Somewhere around here. I'm done. Just stick this on here. Let's take the smaller one, just a little bit of tape. Then we're gonna stick it right near this one right there. Now we can take a highlighter pen and add some stars, just to dot them. Let's add some more details in the space. Just let's draw some dots with the acrylic markers. Some bigger, some smaller. Let's use purple to draw something else too. Let's draw some purple dots. There we go. Now let's make a small spaceship flying through the space. Okay, so first for a spaceship, take like a spare piece of paper. Take your black outlining marker. So first draw sort of a round triangle, just like this. 2 lines down from the side, connect with the curve. And then for those small wings, I don't know what they're called, on the bottom, curve, straight line down, curve, straight line down, connect. Then draw 2 curves, just like that, and then curve again. There's some more lines on the inside. For a window, I'm just going to draw a circle, then draw 2 straight lines, color them in. I'm gonna leave a bit white on that side too, to show the reflection of the windows. Okay, now let's color the spaceship. You can color the spaceship whatever you want, but you can also follow mine if you want to. Okay, now let's color the thruster. Finally, the main body, which I'm not gonna be coloring in fully. I'm just gonna do some shadows. There we go. Now just cut this out. Let's actually add some shadows around the top too. There you go. Now let's cut it out. Okay, for this rocket, I'm not directly sticking it on. I'm gonna make it move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper. So I'm gonna take this paper, I'm gonna fold it sort of in half. Not really to make a crease, but to make a cutting more easier. So I'm gonna cut one thing. Let's start right here. I'm just gonna fold it a little bit, cut one line down there. Okay, now just cut a straight line down all the way to that. Let's leave it like that. So this is gonna be our line, the line that the rocket ship is traveling on. So it's gonna go like that, alright? So then we're gonna take a long strip of paper. We're gonna cut off a bit right here. Then we're gonna take about this much, cut out the rest. Go like this. So first fold them together and outwards. Like this. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 folds, ending up like this. You can also cut off the corners. I mean the parts that you don't need. So it just covers it up, just like that. Okay, first we're gonna thread this through. So from the bottom, I'm gonna poke this in, and then we're gonna split it on top, just like that. And then let's put some tape on this to stick the rocket ship to. Let's stick the rocket ship on, and there you go, you got a moving rocket ship. You see, if you just pull the bottom, it's gonna move. So just like that. You can also, just like that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this. Thank you. Bye bye.